Hello! Ding 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 ding! Top of morning, welcome back to the Angel SMP. Now, last time, if you remember, we finished the shop, we built an Enderman farm, I got my boots fixed, although that happened off camera, I suppose. Now it's time for... Oh yeah, forgot about that. Now it's time to, head over to the shop and see how many sales we've been making. Oh yeah, and Ava built this giant pink iron farm. Oh, wait. What has Ava been doing? What is Ava doing with all these flowers? There's flowers everywhere, and it looks ugly from above. It doesn't look it looks nice now, but it looks terrible from above. God. Anyway, back to the shop. The back still isn't finished, but we've got other things to do this episode. So then, let's see if we've made some sales. We haven't sold any potions. We've made some sales on the tough. I don't believe it. We've actually made some tough sales. What about the nether quartz? Yes! Yes! Thank you! Thank you! Thank you for buying this. I need... Oh, seriously, because I have a big problem with having too much nether quartz. Nail quartz? Nether quartz. Anyway, Eva and I had another one of those kind of good but bad ideas. Good idea as in the results will be amazing. Bad in terms of how are we going to pull it off. Ava, a while ago, messaged me on Discord asking if I wanted to make, a game for the server inspired by the one and only Decked Out. And I thought that would be a great idea, so I've been doing some drafts, and I've got a couple of ideas. I've basically got the whole aim of the game mapped out in my mind. And it's at the moment, it's Untitled Dungeon Game. It's not gonna be called Untitled Dungeon Game, I just don't have a name for it yet. But I'm gonna need to build dungeons. I'm gonna need to build at least 4 massive dungeons for this, so I'm essentially gonna be building 4 mega bases. On top of the build that I already have planned for my actual base. And this is just, it's a mammoth task, a mammoth undertaking. This game is going to be, it's inspired by Decked Out, but it's not going to be anywhere near as complicated as Decked Out, because I am not Tonga Tak. I am not a magician. I don't know anything about redstone. So it's going to be its own thing. It's going to be big, but not as complicated as the legendary Decked Out. I say legendary, it's been out for 9 days at the point of recording this. But anyway, so the first thing we're going to need is red wool in order to mark... Well, actually, no. The first thing we're going to need to do is find the place where I'm going to build this first dungeon. Because that's the amount of planning that I've done already, which is the same number as the amount of jungle trees that I have around my base. Also, we're on the subject of looking for red wool. I have some very sad news. Walter, my magenta sheep, Walter, tragically passed away not too long ago, so I have his remains somewhere. We need to go and build him a grave. At this point, Pixel the door-to-door salesman decided to show up. You're wearing a suit now. You're real snazzy.
Yeah. Hang on.
I need to make a grave for Walter. Walter died.
Oh no!
It's the most undignified funeral ever. Putting the remains of a sheep into a chest in the ground. Cover it up. Rest in peace, Walter. You were a lovely sheep. What's in here then? Oh.
Trying to buy some frog lights.
Oh god. So the farm that we made works then. Oh yes, I neglected to tell my viewers. Pixel and I built a froglight farm on the nether roof, and it worked a little bit too well. as it turned out, because our server doesn't have an AFK timeout. And Pixel, AFK'd by the Froglight farm, went to bed, came back the next morning, and the server was almost broken with the amount of Froglights that were there. But yeah, we have a lot
The
of
system
Froglights.
is still full. I think the farm is still full of Froglight.
How much do you want for all 3 shulker boxes? Now, back to building the dungeon. Finally. I think this is a suitable location for the dungeon to go. Let me just get some cows, get some food. And we're not too far from the trail ruins that I plan to excavate later on in the series. And that is a zombie! I think to get this red wool, I'm just gonna sneakily dye Ava's sheep red. And then AFK at the farm for a bit. Because I'm still quite grief-stricken over the loss of Walter, and I don't think I can replace him just yet. So, let's do a quick little, well, maybe not that quick, because this is a very large frame that I'm about to build, and I have got to do some terraforming, so let's put this together in a montage. Let's go! So, I've been away for a couple of days since that time lapse. Basically, I finished off that build in creative mode. Ava let me use some creative mode building for that. Thank God, it would have taken me ages otherwise. And I also helped Ava do a lot of the stuff for the next server event, which should be happening very soon, if everything goes to plan. But I've also been forced out of my house. Because basically, well, if you remember in the last episode, I took Pixel's doors. Well, I may have done that, like, 7 times now. And it appears he didn't really like me doing that. Because, well, this has happened. And okay, like, I need to get on top of the treehouse to show you the scale of this tomfoolery. Look at it. It covers my entire base. The entirety of Moat Sakura is covered indoors. And it's not just here, it's inside the house as well. So I can't even go inside. So I've been forced out. I have been forced out of my house. I have been forced to move into the treehouse. This is my home now. Welcome to my abode. Oh, navigating is impossible. I can't get to my chests. I mean, I could go on top of them, I suppose. This is not okay. Every single space that could have a door does. This is insanity. Like, I mean, he's not really touched the basement, so I can still go and brew potions and stuff. But it's up here, in the house. By the boxes for carrot in a box that... It's everywhere. He's encased my bed. I think I'm actually gonna set my respawn point to the treehouse, because like I need to move there now. That is my home now. The treehouse is my home until I can be bothered to deal with this. This is okay. I believe Pixel is aware that this means war. I shall be thinking of what to do in retaliation to this. This is quite something. This is probably the best prank that the entire series has seen so far. I know we're only on episode 3 in terms of my episode count, but this is gonna take some beating. This is seriously gonna take some beating. I might leave this one though. This is really funny. Look, it still looks like a face, look. When you close it, it still looks like those are the eyes. That's the nose, and then there's a really big snout. It's like a pink panda or something. I'm keeping that one. Oh, god, he's even covered up the egg, look! No! Not the egg! No, this is not good. Hey, Jelly. I found a jelly cat as well. That's something new. He covered up the egg. This is definitely war. This is war. Speaking of Pixel, I may have made some poor choices. Some poor business choices. I think I may have been scammed. I think that is what has happened here. But anyway, we need to go and restock Tuff's Hit, because I've been making some sales. I have 13 pieces of Tuff here that I can restock with. Do I have any more in here? No, so I'm probably going to have to go mining for some more Tuff. The shop has been open for almost a week now, and I am surprised that no one has bought any potions. I thought these would sell like hotcakes, but no. Oh, we've made more sales. That's great. Let's restock this chest here, and then we'll head off and grab some more stuff. Pixel has just appeared at my base. I don't quite know what Pixel is doing here. What are you doing? He's not in the Discord chat, so I can't talk to him. Well, I guess we'll leave him be, and that must have been placed by an Enderman. We'll see if he's still there when I get back, and then if he is, we can mess with him. I'm not actually sure if Angel Hill is still the best place to get Tuff, because I mined most of it out already. Stuff that was at the bottom. Oh, Pixel's left, so we're not gonna get a mess with him, unfortunately. I've mined out most of the stuff here, and Ava hasn't really dug down another layer yet, so I'm not sure if this is the best place to get it. Something I have noticed about the crater is this, not the minecart. Ignore the minecart. There used to be a creeper in here, but it died. It's been turned into minecart, but this hole here, I mean, I don't really want to say anything, because I don't find this meme funny anymore, but for those few people who do, there's that. Anyway, let's go inside. Oh, okay. So, really not far from the entrance to the hole, back there somewhere, I've hit the jackpot. So, let's get our pickaxe ready, and let's go! So, I have been mining for quite a while now. I've got, if my calculations are correct, I have exactly the right amount of Tuff to fill all of the chests in Tuff's Hit. So let's head up there right now. Okay, elytring out of this hole has resulted in, I've died 7 times trying to do that at this point. Alright then, still no one's bought any potions. There, we can fill this up. And this will fill this. Perfect. Now, I still haven't finished the back. I need to do that sometime. Because we'll want to put more stuff in the shop at some point. So, yeah, eventually I'll have to do that. We got 2 cool new mob heads from doing that. We got the slime head, which just looks like a mini slime. And I also managed to get a silverfish head, which looks really, really weird. I have also been doing a lot of resource gathering off camera because if you remember in episode 1 I stated that I wanted to sell concrete in my shop. So with the help of Sins, I gathered about 1 chest's worth of sand and gravel, well 1 chest each. But then Pixel bought most of it to build his base, so I've been doing a lot of resource gathering to get all of this and all of this, which we now have to turn into concrete. And that's what oh! Hi, water kittens. That's what I built this thing for. So, we can fill it. It fits exactly 1 stack. And then we can get in, remove the stairs, put the concrete powder in, pour the water on, and then get rid of it. And collect it up. But I also, what I don't have at the moment is dyes. So, we're gonna need to collect quite a lot of dye in order to be able to do this. So, the first, the 4 main, most important colors of concrete that I need to be selling are white, black, grey, and dark grey, because those are the ones that everyone uses most of all for texturing and building and whatnot. So, I need to focus on those 3 colors at the moment, so, we need to go find some, unless I've got some hidden away, which I don't. I've got white dye, we've got plenty of white, we've got plenty of bone meal, so plenty of white dye, and also Pixel supplied me with a bunch of dyes here, so we've got red as well, but we need to get white, we need to get black, grey, and light grey dye, so we need to go find some squids. If I follow the river for long enough, we should find an ocean, but there's some squids down here, so let's go get those first. I have respiration on my helmet now, which is neat. Give me the ink sacks. There it is. The crystal tower. Oh, I forgot to hold space. Wow, it's amazing. There's loot in there as well, like dungeons and stuff, but I don't know, unlike what we got going on with the dungeon game. I don't quite know if it's for an event or not, so I'm not gonna go in there. Well, I'm hoping that I've got enough dye to actually do this. So we need to make all this into black dye first. Is it a stack and 8 to make 9 stacks? I'm not sure. I don't know. Well, I'll make sure I have a stack and 8 of each. Hopefully, I'll have the right amount. But I do need to make some more. Oh, I have some more here, but I think I need to make some more white dye as well. That's clay. I thought that was grey dye. I thought that was light grey dye for a second, but it's clay. Also, I've had a really clever idea for what to do with all of these mob heads that have been accumulating sort of behind my chests. I've had loads of them, but I've noticed I've gotten rid of a couple, and that is because I figured out something I can do with them. I'm making a little chest set out of my mob heads. This is a really clever idea. I need 2 more squid heads. I need another magma cube and another slime, and I need to figure out what I want to use as the queen on the white side. If you have any suggestions on what I should use for the queen, then do let me know in the comments. But we need to start producing some of this concrete. I'm gonna need a bucket of water as well. I really do need to clear these doors because it's becoming a problem having to go into the treehouse every time I want to go to bed. Right. Get to work on concreting all of this. Woo! And there we have it. 9 stacks of black concrete. I don't think we've got time in this episode to do the rest of it. But, now give me something to do next time if I don't forget and just do something completely different, which is also entirely possible because, after all, I am me. So, let's go put this in one of those chests. Rest in peace, Walter. Let's go put this in one of those chests so we can move it to the shop when it's time to sell it. These are still full of books. I need to put the books in the shop at some point as well. This one's free. Let's put it in here. We didn't actually get that much done in this episode. I didn't think I had a specific goal. Well, I was going to be building the thing for the Untitled Dungeon game. I do have a name for it now, but I'm not going to reveal that just yet. But then I decided I should do all of that off camera, so it's a surprise for when the announcement comes. But we've done some other stuff. We've restocked the shop. We've gathered some concrete to sell in the shop. We've received all of this madness. So I think next episode, we will be pranking Pixel back, and we will be starting a war. I also want to start doing next episode, apart from more concrete, is, I want to start excavating the trail ruins that I found that I'm going to build my mega base around. That's basically what my whole plan was. That's what my plan is for my main base, my mega base this series, is to excavate and restore some trail ruins. And I've already picked some out that are relatively nearby. They're around that way somewhere. And I want to start actually getting on with the excavating in the next episode. But I'm not sure if, I'm not sure what will come next. The next episode of my series, or the event that Ava and I and Nixie have been working on. Nixie being Shiki, who is another member of this SMP. I don't know if she actually does videos or not. There are a couple of people on here, like Pixel, for example, who are just sort of here for the laughs and don't actually make content. But they're great fun to have around either way. But anyway, Shiki, Ava and I, and Pixel as well, have been working on this this new event, which I can't really say anything about right now. But it's going to be absolutely fantastic. All I will say is that I've created an entire new character for this SMP. Well, I guess this SMP as well, but this event in the SMP, just this one specifically, I've created a new character for it, and you will see that character when the event rolls around. But until then, I'm going to leave this episode here. Thank you very much for watching, and maybe the doors will still be here by the next episode, maybe they won't, who knows. Anyway, goodbye, thanks for watching, bye!